Hi, everybody. Today we are talking about what gets you going. And I don't mean what gets you going in the morning. I mean what drives you crazy, what frustrates you, what gets you going on a bad path in a caregiving situation. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Stay with me for this caregiving chat. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. On there is a lot of helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. So let's start talking about how you respond to frustration or anger. What gets you upset and how do you respond? Things that caregivers tell me that get them upset are a lack of appreciation from an elderly parent or a spouse or someone else. Also, anger, frustration, being picked at, being told that you are not good enough, that you are not doing a good job, and honestly that you're not doing enough from an elderly parent or a spouse. What caregiver wouldn't be frustrated or angry about that? Anger and frustration is very common in caregivers. If you feel this way, you are not alone. And if you feel this way, don't feel guilty. You have a right to your feelings, and you can learn how to respond better to situations that get you going. So how do we respond? When you're upset, do you snap at people? Do you start to blame others? Or do your elderly parents or that spouse start to blame other people for their actions? Oh, you make me so mad. Well, seriously, it's not another person making you mad. It's you internally allowing yourself to be upset by another person. Nobody makes us do anything we don't want. We all have choice. That's the magical thing about life. But when you're in a caregiving situation, sometimes you feel like you don't have choice, like you have to do this or you have to put up with that. You only have to put up with it if you choose to put up with it. Other times we react to protect ourselves. Somebody snaps at us, we snap back, and it goes crazy and both of us lose our cool. A lot of times caregivers, elderly parents say things that we don't mean in anger. So how do we stop this spiral of what gets you and then responding and then having it all blow up? Part of it is pausing and noticing when you're getting upset. Somebody's coming at you and you're feeling frustration and you want to snap and you want to attack back. Stop yourself. Pause, count to 10, recognize your feelings, and then try to focus on what that issue is. Why do you think an elderly parent or spouse is upset? Or why are you upset? Listen. Try not to take anything personally. I know that can be difficult, but just don't take it personally. Just listen to it. Be the observer, as if you were listening to somebody else tell a story. Can you do that? Then try to get to the bottom of the problem. Sometimes when people complain, you don't really know what they're upset about. So in a kind way, say, gosh, I hear you're frustrated. I hear you're angry. What are you really frustrated about? And what do you want to do about it? How can I help you with that? If you can get to an honest conversation about what is upsetting, sometimes you can come to a solution. Other times, people just want to vent, which can make you want to scream. And sometimes these conversations go nowhere. Sometimes there is no immediate solution to that problem. So what do? You may have to do a little bit of research. Join a caregiving support group like my group on Facebook. It's called the Caregiving Trap. You are welcome to join. A lot of very helpful caregivers are in there. Also, taking a course, going outside of your current knowledge, learning more about health and well-being and caregiving aspects. Many corporations should be offering support to working caregivers, and they are not. Ask your workplace for caregiving programs. I offer them. They're all on my website. There's no excuse for anybody to say, oh, nobody has programs. Programs exist. Go to PamelaDWilson.com. You can find that. So the last thing is, how can you not be on the receiving end of all of this what gets you? How can you respond and still be kind and try to establish a foundation of respect, which is extremely, extremely important. So you can say things like, I would appreciate you not yelling at me. I'd appreciate you not criticizing me. Whatever that thing is, I'd appreciate you not doing this, because when you do this to me, I feel frustrated. I feel angry. It makes me not want to help you, and it doesn't help us solve the issue at hand. How do we work together to solve this? More information for caregivers and aging adults is on my website. It's in my weekly radio program called The Caring Generation. There is a free caregiving library on my website, and most of all, there are caregiving courses that are available through corporations and groups. Ask your corporations, ask your groups to support you. Send them to my website, PamelaDWilson.com. All the information is there. Have a fabulous day today. I look forward to seeing you again soon in another video.